What's going on, guys, and welcome back to yet another Madden 13 online ranked match. And this actually was the very first game that I've ever attempted to do with the Philadelphia Eagles 5-wide scheme, and we went ahead and selected the Washington Redskins to go ahead and give it a shot. Now, the 5-wide scheme, they have a QB draw from there, so I figured, let's go ahead and try it out with a fast quarterback. And it being in Philly's playbook, obviously, is meant for somebody like Michael Vick and things like that. So, figure why not go ahead and try it with RG3? Very accurate, very quick, very fast, and let's go ahead and see how this thing works out. My opponent went ahead and selected the Detroit Lions. Now, clearly, they definitely have some dominant offensive weapons, but to me, there's two things I need to worry about. One, do not let Javid Best on the edge. Don't let him be able to get some sweeps or tosses or runs on the outside because he's very, very fast. And two, Calvin Johnson is the best receiver on earth right now. So I literally double teamed him every single play. 2 man under, whatever side he was on, you'll see in the gameplay, that safety was double coveraging Johnson. I want to make sure I had 2 people on him at all times. He's just that dynamic and that explosive that I want to go ahead and try my best to limit him from receiving the ball as much as possible. So to begin the game, we're on defense, and Redskins definitely have a very good defense, good cornerbacks, they got good speed, good linemen. You put a rack pull down there, and he definitely makes a big difference. And a rack pull is another word for sack. So right there, that's one thing that we cannot let happen. We cannot let Best hit that outside. He's too quick, too fast, and that's just going to make it very difficult for us to try and compete defensively when we got to worry about Best as well. So first drive, he's doing pretty good. He's mixing it up a little bit, throwing, passing. And one thing we got to do is just shut down the running. We cannot, there you go, you cannot let Best get that outside. We got to try and shut him down and then worry about the passing after that. Right there was a screenplay. I thought I had the interception, but the ball just went straight through my hand to Best, and he ends up scoring a touchdown. So now is my opportunity to go ahead and see how this thing works out. Lions don't have the best secondary, the best cornerback, so I'm looking to take advantage of that. We're very fast receivers with Pierre Garçon, Santana, Moss. I definitely got to throw Banks out there because of speed. And, we're looking to really have a lot of green field ahead of us with the speed, hoping to take advantage of the quickness that the Redskins have. And as you see, man, if it's done right, the 5-wide is real. Like, I understand the concept behind it. It's really, really effective if you have a good quarterback who's accurate. And it's even more deadly with somebody like RG3, who if it's a broken play, he can just take off. He's so quick that that's an extra thing that you have to worry about when playing a team like the Redskins. So right there, I tried my first draw of the game, and it doesn't get me anywhere, so we actually end up losing a couple yards. But right here, we end up playmaker, nobody's open. We end up just throwing a rubber ducky up towards the left, and it's batted down. So right now it's 3rd and 12, and we're trying to get this first down to continue moving the chains. And we throw over towards the middle, but we end up throwing an interception. I don't know if he was in the yellow or if he was in a QB spy. Whatever it was, I definitely did not see him. I tried to throw it straight to the receiver over the middle, but the guy down below just ends up picking me off. So now we're like, damn, now there's a chance that we could go down 14-0, and that's never a good situation. Except we end up getting a user switch pick right there. No soup for you. That is a great turnover, and that gets us right back in this ball game here. Now we're not down 2 possessions. So right now we're just dinking and dunking our way down the field. If he's giving us a drag route, we're going to take it. If the speed that these guys have, I have no problem throwing a 4-yard drag route and letting them run an extra 5-6 yards down the field every time. These guys are really, really quick, and I'm going to take whatever it is that they give me. And right there, we try to go over towards the right. Thankfully, it was a dropped interception. So now it's 2nd down, and we try another run with RG3, and this one definitely gets us a good gain. So now it's 3rd and 2, and we throw really quickly over there towards the left to Santana Moss, and we end up getting a first down. And again, this is the first time I've ever tried this scheme, so you will see me doing weenie moves. You will see me going for it on 4th down. And again, the reason why I do that when I'm trying a new scheme as we playmaker right there, and we end up hitting Garçon for the touchdown. The reason why I do that is because I want to give myself the most plays as possible. Once I get comfortable with it, then I start having the 4th down swag and playing the right way. But until then, I want to be able to go for it and have as many plays as possible to try to get myself in as many situations as possible, so I can figure out what type of plays work in what situation and things like that. So right now it's 7-7. As you see, we got Calvin Johnson double coverage every single play with the cornerback and the safety up top. So I'm trying to not let him see the ball at all. And so far, he's been doing pretty good. This man definitely has some 4th down swag. Power to him. Ends up punting us the ball. So here's our opportunity to go up and take the lead for the first time in the game. And, RG3 is very very, very accurate, and he throws a lot of good passes. As you see, we throw really quickly over there to Moss, who makes a reception. And right here, we go really quickly to the right. And RG3, as far as Madden's concerned, I think he's one of the best quarterbacks in the game. You look over his statistics. I mean, he throws the deep ball more accurate than Aaron Rodgers. He's just as accurate middle of the field as Aaron Rodgers. The only problem is Aaron Rodgers has like a 97 short or something like that. RG3 has like a 90. But, I mean, a 90, that's pretty much guaranteeing an accurate throw within 7 yards or under. I mean, you're not going to throw an inaccurate throw from 7 yards, you know. So, statistic-wise, RG3 may be better than Rodgers. If not, he throws just as accurate, but then he has that blazing speed that he can just take off and, you know, outrun everybody on the field. So, RG3 is an absolute monster. If you guys haven't been playing with him, you definitely want to go ahead and do that. His accuracy is out of this world. They're all above 85 in every category, short, medium, and deep. He's excellent on throwing on the run. Then he can take off. You know, he has that speed that you have to account for. So he just gives you that double threat that he can run and throw. So right here, you see we got two people on Calvin, and that's exactly what we're trying to do. We're trying to make sure Calvin does not see the ball. And right here, I ended up making a mistake for the first time. I thought Calvin was on the left, so I did a double on the left, not on the right. And the one time I don't cover Calvin, look what happens. He ends up torching us on the inside pass, ends up scoring, and that's exactly what we cannot allow to happen. You know, when CJ gets the ball in his hands, biblical things happen. We got to try and limit that as much as possible, and that's why I'm double, I'm teaming, I'm triple teaming, I'm spotlighting, I'm doing whatever I can do to keep the ball out that man's hands. Right here's a quick touch pass to Santana Moss. He breaks the tackle, then he wiggles his way to the inside, and then wiggles his way back towards the left, and we get a really, really good gain, and we're pretty much in field goal range at this point, you know, with the clock winding down. So we definitely want to take advantage of this field position, but, you know, try and score a touchdown. You know, we got enough time where we can try something, and we do back-to-back runs with RG3, and we get a first down right here. So we're definitely within a striking distance from this range, and right here we end up hitting drag routes. And again, with the speed that the Redskins have, the drag routes are absolutely deadly. You catch Banks, Moss, or Garcon on a drag route, and oh, look at right there, the speed that he has right there, just to, you know, back up a little bit, trying to get him to do a hit stick, and it worked. You know, if he would have held that A button, we would have lost like 6 yards, but we took a chance and it worked. So 40 some odd seconds left. You got to figure that he's going to try and go to Calvin Johnson, and I know I do have him double coverage over there towards the right, and it doesn't even matter. He outruns both of them, and it's like, what are you going to do? You know, I got two people on Calvin, and it's still not enough. And just giving up a score before halftime, that validates the authenticity of this video. In other words, that's how you know it's a real video. GS done gave up a score before halftime. So it's 21 all. And now we want to try and score. You know, we want to try and get that lead back. You know, so right there's a nice pass to Hankerson. You know, get out of bounds. We have enough timeouts where, you know, if we're not out of bounds, we can make something happen. Quick out route to Santana Moss right there. So we're moving the ball. We're one first down away from being in field goal range. And we go back out to Morgan. He breaks the tackle, and that's all we needed. Now we're in field goal range. So worst case scenario, we should be able to kick a field goal, but we want that touchdown. We got enough time to make something happen. So real quick check down to Garcon. We call a timeout. So second one, we run outside the pocket, and we end up doing a screenplay, and more than the almost breaking a tackle. I thought I was going to get that animation, but we don't. Right here, I just try running with RG3, see if I can make anything happen. Unfortunately, I don't. But we end up kicking our field goal. We end up taking our lead. So, I mean, thankfully, we were able to drive down the field and take those 3 points. So, we're up 24-21, and we receive ball back at halftime. That's cheese, man. You score, and then you get the ball right back. That's cheese, man. That's why everybody always gets ball back at halftime, because if you're down, you got a chance to come back, and if you're up, you got a chance to put the game away. So, you know, right now, pretty much same game plan. You know, try and find the right reads. Try and see if we can find anybody open. And look who's wide open over that middle. Banks, that man has money. No pun intended. So we end up going over the middle for a touchdown. And again, RG3 is so accurate that the man he's just one big glitch. He's one son of a glitch. I'm telling you, with the speed that he can take off, and if you guys haven't noticed how accurate it is, just look at his attributes, his attributes. Look at, I got like 9 people on Calvin. It doesn't matter. He's still outrunning everybody. You know, but look at his attributes. Really go over them. Look how accurate he is from medium to short to long, and compare them from anybody to Brady, Peyton Manning, you know, whatever. They might have a, you know, 5-6 more over accuracy in a certain category, but RG3 is still just as accurate as those guys. And then he's faster than any quarterback in the game. He's faster than most quarterbacks. I mean, the guy is just absolutely biblical. Right there, we end up holding him to a field goal. So that right there definitely was a win, considering that deep bomb to Calvin Johnson had him pretty much in touchdown range from the get-go. But we were able to hold our will, and we stopped him. So now we got a chance to go up 2 possessions via field goal or, touchdown. Right there, we go deep up top. We got him one-on-one. Has it, but he ends up dropping the ball due to the contact. So, second half is here, so we want to try and, play smart. And that right there is not smart. Throwing interceptions over the middle is never a good thing. A really, really, really bad read by me. Ah, man. Now he has a chance to tie the game. So he backs up. He goes over towards the right, and he ends up finding somebody. He ends up scoring a touchdown. So now this game is now tied, even though I felt like I've been doing enough to win the ball game. But a couple of bad mistakes would put you in a hole, and that's exactly how Madden works, man. You can play right, but a couple of mistakes, as long as they're able to capitalize, will always come back to bite you. So that's why, this time around, I got to be more precise, take my time and make the right reads. I don't want to make any mistakes, because a mistake here is going to be costly. It's going to cost me the lead, and I do not want that. So, again, we're back to just looking for them short drag routes. He's going to give it to us, and I'm going to take them, and I'm going to allow, my receiver speed to hopefully get me, a lot of yak, which is yards after the catch. So, like right there, quick touch pass down to Garcon, 9 yards right there. That's all I'm looking for. If he's going to give it to me, I'm going to take it. I'm looking, boom. We go back to Garcon, quick little drag route, gets us another 6-7 yards right there. And, if he's going to cautiously play deep, I'm going to take what he gives me. And them drag routes are definitely effective when you have the speed that the Redskins have to be able to catch a ball and run really quickly after the catch. So 3rd and 5, we're at about midfield. We're looking here. We need this first down, but we don't get it. So 4th down, we're going for it at this point, and thankfully we end up going over towards the right. Tight throw, but RG3 just, definitely finds the seam right there, and we end up getting a first down, which is huge. So now we continue the drive, and now we put ourselves in an opportunity to go ahead and regain this lead. Now, field goal does the same thing, but obviously we want a touchdown. We want to be able to score, and we want to be able to, put pressure on him, put pressure on his offense. And right there we go really quickly to Santana Moss. So as you see, RG3 is having one really, really, really hell of a game. Besides the mistakes that I've been making, he's been very pinpoint, very accurate. 3rd and 3, we decide to rush for RG3, and we get a really good gain, and we get it within the 5-yard line. And again, we rush outside with RG3. We end up finding Morris on the screen pass, and we end up scoring a touchdown, regaining the lead. So now the pressure's on him. He's pretty much in a must-score situation, because if I get the ball back, you best believe I'm a tick-tock, kill that clock on you. So again, defensively, we got to buckle down, and I'm looking for Calvin. I'm trying to keep my eyes on him, making sure that he doesn't go through him. And again, I'm still doubling Calvin every single time. Safety and cornerback on Calvin. Try my best to take that weapon away from him. Right there, we get a huge sack, force a 2nd and long. He's standing in the pocket, goes deep up top, but no, we got plenty of people over there this time. We definitely got our eyes on Calvin. Again, we do not want that man to get loose on us. He goes deep up top, over towards the left, but again, we got enough people over there. We swat that down, so now it's 4th and forever. And he decides to go for it, and he ends up throwing an interception. No super you, Doopies. Our 2nd interception of the game, and that right there, I felt like should put the game away. We just want to kill the clock as much as possible, and either a field goal or touchdown to do it. Just going up 2 possessions. Right here, we run with RG3, and we actually get really close to scoring a touchdown right there. And see 10 rushes. He's getting about 5 yards a carry. So again, that. Definitely, you're not able to do that with too many quarterbacks. And he's one of the few that you can just go ahead and run and be effective with. So that's why I actually wanted to try it out for the first time with RG3, because I know I could hit that QB draw up and be able to gain some yards. So again, he's pretty much going to be looking for home runs, but he actually catches me off guard. He starts running the ball a little bit, which I wasn't expecting. I'm like, I'll take that as long as he stays in bounds. He could have the run. As long as we don't give up a home run, we're okay with giving 5, 6, 8, 10 yards. Because that clock is ticking. The clock is against him right now. So at some point, he's going to have to start just chucking passes up and hoping for the best. And of course, he's going to try and look for Calvin. So again, if you guys play the lines, you know who to look for. Just limit Calvin. You're okay. Don't let him do things like this. One quick inside sling. He catches the ball. He outruns everybody. Now it's a 1-point ball game again. And that's the type of things that Calvin does. So he ends up giving us a squib kick, and we get the ball to start off in really good field goal range. Really good field position. So a couple first downs should put this game away. As you see, I'm trying to run the ball. you know, get the clock to be able to kill the clock, and hopefully we can get a first down, you know, get him to waste his timeouts and win this game. So right here we wasted the time all the way down to about 7, and 3rd and 4 we don't get it. So 4th and 2 we end up going for it. We figure a first down puts this game away. We check it down to Moss, and we end up getting the first down, and that right there would do it. We're just going to end up just killing the clock from here on out because he doesn't have any more timeouts, and we end up just winning the ball game at that point. So yeah, that's the end of the game, guys. RG3, one of the best quarterbacks in Madden. If somebody wants to say an argument that he is the best, I could understand why. The guy's an absolute monster. Follow me on Twitter if you guys aren't already. As always, it's your boy GS, providing nothing but biblicalness since 2011. Hit that like button, but please only do so if you're entertained. It's your boy GS. I'm signing out. Peace. Give it to me, baby.